Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host Jan, the champions-elect, the quadruple favourites. Manchester City have been eliminated from the FA Cup in the semi-final at the hands of Thomas Tuchel, swanky, fratting cockneys. 1-0 on the night. Chelsea were great, defensively resolute, magnificent in many, many ways. What a beautiful semi-final, exciting at the end, great second half, boring first half. Wonderful from Chelsea, a cup final, and Chelsea will be favourites for the final, even if Leicester qualify. This is so good. Consider subscribing if you're new to the channel and you want more content. Hit the bell notifications icon. Drop a like if you're friggin' amped, ladies and gentlemen, as we get into this match review of the semi-final. Right, pre-match, of course, Chelsea were underdogs. Manchester City are recognised as one of the two best teams in Europe at the moment, Bayern Munich and Manchester City. Some may say Paris Saint-Germain as well, but, you know, they're struggling to win Ligue 1 at the moment. Incredible. Obviously, both teams had midweek obligations in the Champions League. Both probably have the best squads in England, you could argue, but Manchester City's are more like coach, not better coach, but they understand Pep's ideas because he's been there for years, more informed, more confident in Thomas Tuchel's Blues. And it was just an incredible. I've got a lot to talk about. I really want to get into player performances and how the game went. The goal came from a wonderful break from Chelsea, going up the pitch, Timo Werner, that man carrying the ball, and he did what he's done so well this season, worked the channel and played the ball in, and that's why he's got so many assists this season. Plays it Hakim Ziyech, who hits it first time, a lovely, beautiful transitional goal, and he actually nearly scores again within minutes later. So let's talk about how this team lined up and look at the who scored match graphic for context. I predicted this lineup exactly right except Kepa in goal. Kepa started instead of Mendy. The back three, Silva flanked by Azpilicueta and Rudiger. Chilwell and James playing the wing-back position. We all guessed Jorginho and Kante in the midfield because Kovacic is injured. And I guessed Mount as a false nine behind Werner and Ziyech in the channels. And that was exactly right. I got it exactly right. People thought my front three was crazy, but I thought about it. Who knows? Maybe I know something about football. Just maybe. Although I didn't call Kepa in goal, and that worried me. But you know what? Fantastic. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Kepa's played 4 games for Tuchel, and I think he's kept a clean sheet in every single game. And considering that we're playing against Manchester City in Wembley, he deserves massive props. I will go through player performances in just a moment. Now, the first half was a little bit of a stinker. You know, everyone could probably admit it was a tense game. Chelsea were looking to control the game, but we had the better of the first half. We had an ever so slightly higher XG. I think twice as much, but both teams had very, very low. And we controlled the game very, very well. We had more possession, I believe, in the first half and frustrated Manchester City. And there were no changes at half-time, but Kevin De Bruyne came off injured, so you think, you know, you don't want to see a player injured, but you think that's going to benefit Chelsea until Phil Foden comes on, who of course is in scintillating form for Manchester City, domestically and in Europe. Pep goes on to make other changes, bringing on the likes of Gundogan and other great players. But Chelsea get that breakaway goal, some beautiful work. Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech, superb, and a similar transitional opportunity happens only like a couple of minutes later, and Stefan, the goalkeeper, runs out really quickly and actually smothers and makes a good save to Hakim Ziyech. But generally, Chelsea were all over Manchester City for a decent period in that second half. Certainly Mason Mount was absolutely roasting Fernandinho. Had him for breakfast. Had him on toast, mate. In fact, Fernandinho fouled him twice in the first half. Didn't get a yellow card. You know, Reece James makes a clean tackle on Fernandinho. He gets booked. So Mike Dean had a bit of a nightmare refereeing. Mason Mount does get beaten up, even though he does really good work. He comes off for Christian Pulisic. We see the likes of Kai Havertz. We see the likes of, I believe, Zuma comes on later. And Emerson playing in the front three. Again, it's amazing how Emerson will either play as a winger or a centre-back. That is literally such a unique situation to have a player that's either going to play as a winger or a centre-half. Anyway, Anyway, let's talk about player performances and get into that now. I'm very happy with Kepa Arrizabalaga, and this could be the turnaround of his form, his confidence. I was at the final under Sarri when he refused to come off. I believe it's probably it must have been the last time he played at Wembley. It must have been, or yeah, because it would have been Caballero in goal at the FA Cup final. So it was like a redemption opportunity for him, playing against champions-elect Manchester City, the best team in the country. Made a few saves, kept a clean sheet, superb, very happy with Kepa Arrizabalaga. As I was really happy with the back three as well, to be honest, the whole defence. Azpilicueta did his captain thing, a couple of professional fouls, good, never dropped concentration, and was superb, as was Thiago Silva. Moments when balls were coming into the box over and over and over. Him and Antonio Rudiger were eating up those aerial duels, which we absolutely needed to happen because a lot of balls were coming into the box, and I was very happy. Reece James did pretty well on right wing back, but out of the two wing backs, personally, I was more impressed with Ben Chilwell, who of course had been in poor form lately or until really recently, and now he's seemingly absolutely first choice left wing back, and he's putting in excellent performances, not just, scoring the odd goal and assist. Today, I think he was very, very good defensively, and I'm very happy with him. Similarly, the midfield, Jorginho was okay. I think he made a couple of mistakes, but he never dropped concentration, and he was a big part of the team effort that saw us get over the line, and again, energy towards the end. N'Golo Kante, similarly very good, magnificent in the second half particularly. Of course, Thomas Tuchel generally likes to bring on N'Golo Kante for either Kovacic or Jorginho, or indeed as a third midfielder to see out the rest of the game, and he probably would have liked to do that in this game, especially against a team like Man City when you're a goal ahead and you want to see the game out. But he started the game and he did really well throughout N'Golo Kante. Now, Mason Mount was the first to be subbed, I think 65 minutes or something, I don't know exactly, but he was excellent today. Like I said, he absolutely roasted Fernandinho, turned him so many times, he couldn't stop him. I know he's like 13 years older than Mason Mount, but still he showed his creativity, his defending from the front, very, very good. And similarly to the two forwards that started as well, Timo Werner was excellent. He nearly got a goal. I say nearly got a goal. Made an excellent run, probably knew he was just about to come off for, was it Kai Havertz at that point? I can't remember which substitution, but he ran and pretty much passed it into the hands of Stefan. His finishing is absolutely abysmal at the moment. He's really low on confidence, and his finishing last season was excellent for Leipzig, but it's okay because he's playing really, really well. He created the goal for Hakim Ziyech, and as long as he's doing that, he's playing his part. And Hakim Ziyech won Man of the Match on BBC One. Superb, got a goal, could have had another, creative, and he's looking industrious, Hakim Ziyech, which is really important. Shout out for Pulisic, who came on for a little bit, looks like pokey, a man in form. But that's all I want to talk about for the moment in terms of player performances, so let's wind this down and talk about the game a little bit more. What can I say, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea fans, and indeed football fans, other football fans. Chelsea are in an FA Cup final. Incredible, considering the opposition we've come up against, considering Thomas Tuchel's limited time in England, coaching Chelsea. He's never beaten Pep Guardiola in the 5 times before he's tried. Now he's got the team to do it with Chelsea, and he's done it. He's beaten him in a semi-final at Wembley. Absolutely incredible scenes. Chelsea will, of course, go on to play the final against either Leicester City or Southampton. Now, at the moment, you'd imagine Leicester City would be heavy favourites to win that game, although they are absolutely hamstrung with injuries and disciplinary absentees from kids that have been partying from their squad, like Maddison and Perez and stuff. And they're not in excellent form. Iheanacho is pretty much the shining light for Leicester at the moment, so they will be favourites to go through, but Southampton could pull something out of the bag. Either way, Chelsea will be favourites against the Saints, and maybe ever so slightly favourites against Leicester. So it's an absolutely scintillating, exciting experience to go into the FA Cup final. It's done, it's secured, it's in the bag, it's locked down, and I'm absolutely buzzing. Chelsea were underdogs in this game. People didn't expect Chelsea to win, but we won in the way I thought we would do. I knew I joked about high scoring, score draw and then penalties in my preview, but I was, I said I was joking. I said it's more realistic we stink it up and hopefully win, and that's kind of what we did in many ways. but I'm so happy with it. I'm going to put it out to you guys. How do you feel? What do you think about the game? How stoked are you? Get down in the comment section. I'm just elated, man. I'm so happy. Get down in the comment section below. Express your thoughts, feelings and emotions. Drop a like. Show your support. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that bell. Enjoy the football. And I will see you later.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy tuck. I'ma get it how I'm living. I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines. I rap through thought. Body bag the verse. Outlined in chalk. In my life seen trouble, hustle on the double, silence on the trigger like my pick got a muzzle. Yo chick like to guzzle, bad boy stay in trouble. I only love this paper, sorry I don't. I laugh me baby.